what's going on. Thank you for tapping the screen. How everybody doing? Y'all share the live for me. If you don't mind, please and thank you. Just how you doing this evening? Blazing.
When you're looking like a snack, and now you're hungry for one.
For a fresh, deep clean, it's Persil Pro Clean. It's more than clean, it's Persil Pro Clean.
Y'all keep tapping the screen for me. Thank you. Hey, I'm just, I really ain't even got no topic today. I'm really just on her chilling, listening to a little, relaxing music, vibing out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all welcome to join me. Y'all welcome to ask any questions that y'all may have, welcome to just talk about anything. Thank you for tapping the screen. If anybody caught the live yesterday, I was talking about spiritual attacks, If y'all not following my YouTube channel, please follow the YouTube channel, support me, subscribe to my channel, like and share my channel to get the message out to more people. So how y'all feel about, it is something I want to talk about. There is something that I would like to talk about. For my hoodoo people, my voodoo people, like, what are some of the differences between hoodoo and voodoo? What's up, Capricorn Goddess? Appreciate you for joining live. But like, what are some of the, y'all welcome to come up, you know what I'm saying? But like, really, what are some of the differences? Because I noticed, like, I had this bow cord, that I used to, chop it up with. And he was talking about on one of his lives how, they ain't putting no cross on their altar. You know what I'm saying? They ain't putting no cross on their altar. They ain't putting Jesus on their altar. You know what I'm saying? And then you have some hoodoo who, they may pray in Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious because, like, to know some other people's perspectives on this. What's up, Princess Tasha? Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. But me personally, I've done like a lot of studying when it comes to like religion, right? So I get it. I get why people, incorporate religion into more, of the spiritual practices. You know what I'm saying? Like hoodoo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you may practice. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Palo or whatever. What's the other one? The one that they practice over in Brazil or Santeria. Yeah, Santeria. That, like, I get why people may, incorporate or implement some of the religious things into that, because it's the way we've been raised or whatever. I get that. Like, you've been raised a certain way, you've been taught certain things, so, it's just what we know. It's just what we have grown to believe. You know what I'm saying? Our parents passed it down to us. Our grandparents passed it down to them, right? So it's just what we have been programmed since birth to believe. You might have your nation, you may have your Christianity, you may have your Jehovah's Witness, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But during my studies, I found that, the Bible is a conglomerate, right? It's more than one religion or more than one text from different places in the past, right? That have been put together, strategically to give us some type of moral compass, if you will, or some type of way to keep ourselves governed spiritually and mentally, right? Like we know, like from the story, from the Nat Turner story, that the Bible was used to keep the slaves in line, right? We know that. We know that the Bible, that Constantine and the people that he got together with, they got together and they decided what was going to be in the Bible. They took out books. You know what I'm saying? They changed words. You know what I'm saying? Like they did a lot of things. You know what I'm talking about? To kind of throw the people off and try to keep us from the true message. They gave us a watered down version, right, of what our ancestors were teaching, through the mystery schools and ancient Kemet and things of that nature, right? So, from my knowledge, from my studies, I've seen that, Jesus was to represent the Son, the S-U-N, right? And the disciples were to represent the planet, the celestial, you know what I'm saying, the planets, the zodiac. So because you got 12 zodiac signs, right? And then you have the sun. So it's talking about, you know, the sun's travel through the zodiac. That's if you look at the, you know, the Last Supper, like, you know what I'm saying, the picture of the Last Supper. You take a good look at it, you'll see that it's representing the four seasons with 3 zodiac signs in each season. Y'all tap the screen for me. So, you know, with that being said, you know, Christ or Jesus, you know, when we go back in history, you know, the first Christ-like figure was Horus or Hoodoo. Which represented the sun, the sun. So, I mean, you know, I just feel like it's something that should be known. Like, I feel like we should all do our own studying when it comes to these types of things of what we've been taught to believe, what's been passed down to us from our parents and grandparents and their parents, you know what I'm saying, since slavery. And, you know, I consider myself a jack of all trades. You know, I know a little bit of a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, and I try to dabble in other things besides just, you know, hoodoo. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for tapping the screen, y'all. And, you know, we got to be well learned, you know what I'm saying, in all things. You know what I'm saying? It says, the Bible says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And we living in an age of information right now. You know what I'm saying? We're living in an age where information has become more accessible than it was in the past. So, like, I know we be having a lot of things on our plate. You know, we have everyday life, everyday issues to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Most of us are still in the rat race. You know what I'm saying? Going to clock in at these corporations and businesses or whatever you got going on. So it's understandable, but we got to take some time out, like, to really get an understanding of these things that we are taking part of, especially something that has kept our people in mental bondage for hundreds of years. Peace, God. What's good? What's good? Appreciate the gift. Appreciate the gift, man. I love y'all, man. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all tap the screen for me. Let's get those likes up to at least 1,000, 1K. Please and thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Like, it's time that we take control, you know what I'm saying, of our lives. We can't be stuck in this mental bondage. We can't continue to keep going and following these things blindly as if the people who pass down this knowledge or the people who force this religion on our people and beat it into them with whips, you know, and you were hung if you practiced something else, you know what I'm saying? You were beaten damn near half to death, you know, whipped. You know what I'm saying? All these things, you gotta understand that the Christian crusades, right, and the what's that? The Muslims, you know what I'm saying? But both of these times, the foundations were built on mass murder, genocide, rape. You know what I'm saying? People who came and took land and forced these things on our ancestors. Now, my question is this: like, why would we so blindly follow these organized religions that have done these things to our ancestors? Like, they say they stand for peace, right? They say they stand for all these things, you know what I'm saying, that are good, these good virtues. But on the reverse side of it, you seeing their actions was the opposite. How can you stand for peace when you're creating war? How can you stand for peace when you uh, uh, murder people? You know what I'm saying? You took land from them, you robbed them of their natural resources and all these things. You raped their women, you forced them into slavery. How can we actually logically accept this? Because I've heard people say, God works in mysterious ways, or everything happens for a reason. But you have to, like, these religions cause you to push your logic aside, right? And just to follow something blindly with a belief, you know what I'm saying, with a faith. But the same people that give you this religion don't show you love. They don't treat you fairly. They didn't treat you fairly. You know what I'm saying? We still not being treated fairly today. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be all the way above. Like ain't shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do understand that in hoodoo, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the things that we practice had to be hidden, you know what I'm saying, back in slave days, right? Because we didn't want those that was oppressing us to know that we were practicing these things. So we hid them in Christianity, in Catholicism. You know what I'm saying? We hid them and we entangled them together so they wouldn't know what we was doing. They wouldn't know that we was practicing this. Because the consequences could have been death. So I understand that, but today, what is the reason for us to continue right? Exactly. So what is the reason that we continue to still, you know, have these religions, these organized religions such as Christianity and Catholicism, you know what I'm saying, entangled into our practices, our spiritual practices such as hoodoo? I mean, I can only speak about hoodoo because this is what I'm, learning about. This is what I'm teaching. You know what I'm saying? So, and I see, that it's still carried on as if we back in slave days. And this is not to, down anybody or to say that they're doing something wrong or, make myself better than anybody. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this because with me knowing what Christianity is, because that's what I was raised in, and then I actually started studying it for myself, right? And I'm gonna be all the way above. One day, this was probably about, I'm gonna say around 2009, 2010, right? Over 20 years ago. I was actually in, I was actually a servant of Jesus Christ, right? I was I was a follower of Christianity, and I was going on a fast. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I was going on a fast. I was, read my Bible. You know what I'm saying? Listening to nothing but, Christian music, stuff like that, right? And even with all that, and I was going to church maybe 2-3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I had my mind on becoming a minister one day. I was a deacon, you know what I'm saying? Sung on the praise team, all these things, you know what I'm saying? I just become a full-fledged servant of Jesus Christ, right? But I felt like within me, I felt something was missing. Sitting in those, sitting in those chairs, man, listening to that preacher preach those same messages over and over and over again, remixed. It just wasn't feeding me the way that my soul needed to be fed. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm just speaking for me. It just felt like something else was missing. Like this can't be all that this is about. You know what I'm saying? Hearing these same sermons over and over again, remixed and remastered. So during my fast, I prayed. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God, if you are, if there is a God, whatever, you know what I'm saying? If this is real or not, I need you to show me. I need you to give me the truth, because in the Bible it says, let every man be a lie, right? In the Bible it says, let every man be a lie. So this is my testimony I'm giving y'all right now. So this is how I came into who I am right now. Y'all tap the screen for me, share the live. Thank you, please, thank you. So, I asked God this. I said, give me the true interpretation of this holy Bible, right? So I'm on my fast at this time. I'm seeking the Holy Spirit, all this good stuff, right? So boom, second night of my fast, I go to sleep. Now in this fast, I'm not drinking water. I'm not eating nothing. This is just a complete fast from everything that keeps you alive, right? No food, no fruits, no vegetables, no water, nothing. So second night, I fall asleep, man. You know what I'm saying? True story. I fall asleep and I wake up in a state between, I ain't gonna say wake up, but I realize like in the middle of the night, something happened. And I'm gonna say it was a visitation, because I woke up, but I wasn't really awake. I was conscious, you know what I'm saying, of what was going on, but I was in between a state of being asleep and being awake. This is the best way I can explain this, right? And as I was laying there, in that state, you know what I'm saying, like in a trance-like state, eyes closed, you know what I'm saying, still laying there as if I was asleep, but conscious, right? Conscious of my surroundings, conscious. I'm gonna say I was in the spirit realm. I was in the astral plane, and I heard a voice speak to me from within, right? And the voice asked me a question, and the question was, "Do you see now?" Right? Appreciate y'all for the follows. So the question was, "Do you see now?" This is the voice I heard coming from within me that wasn't my voice. Okay, so in my question, in my mind's eye, I heard another voice, my voice, ask, "See what?" Now, at that moment when I asked that question, I didn't receive a verbal answer. What I did feel, though, was like fingertips touching my eyelids while they were closed, right? And in that moment when I felt those fingertips touch my eyelids, I felt like a calm, serene, peaceful feeling coming over me. And I remember feeling like this euphoric feeling, like just so peaceful, like a feeling I never felt before. You know what I'm saying? And I remember after feeling this, I went back to sleep. Like I was unconscious again. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I don't know how much longer it was. I don't know what time of the night it was. You know what I'm saying? I just know I went to sleep fasting, you know what I'm saying, praying and all that. And when I woke up that morning in daylight, I remember asking myself, man, was that a dream? And I started thinking about it. I'm like, when you dream, you usually have visual, right? Not just audio. So I'm like, it couldn't have been a dream, because when you dream, it's like you there, you seeing stuff, you moving around, you know, things are happening, right? And in this experience that I had, none of that occurred though. It was just like I heard this voice speak to me. I spoke back to the voice and I felt something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I felt it was my physical body, my astral body, but I felt it like it was actually happening. And deep within me, I feel like it did happen. You know what I'm saying? I know it happened. Like nobody could take that experience away from me. But from that moment on, my eyes were open. My eyes became totally open to what the Bible was really talking about, to religion, to the system, everything. I could see clearly, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like all everything else, you know what I'm saying? Like what the preachers was preaching was bullshit. And I'm not even gonna say it was totally bullshit. I'm gonna say it was watered down. It was, you know, a lot of it misinterpreted. You know what I'm saying? Misinformation about what this book was really about, which has a lot of astrology in it. You know what I'm saying? It has a lot of esoteric meanings, you know, meaning that a lot of these stories aren't literal stories. They're trying to convey a message using things that we're familiar with, right? People. So if I'm telling you a story about the sun and the zodiacs, I can make it more memorable. Realize that the game they were playing within our community. Exactly. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming in, tuning in, tapping in, commenting and all that. I'm going to get to y'all in just a second. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all coming. I'm trying to keep my train of thought. So I saw everything for what it was after that day. And everything didn't come to me all at once either. Like I was seeing things gradually, day for day, since then, like year after year, you know what I'm saying? Growing more in knowledge and learning the truth. Then I started finding other like-minded individuals who were confirming the things that I was learning for myself. So I definitely believe in a higher power, a higher being, right? What people would like to call God, which is a title. It's not its name, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this being is neither male or female, to be quite honest with you. I feel like it's an energy that's both. both masculine and feminine. But, you know, right now the message is, you know, there's definitely a higher power, but I don't think this higher power is jealous or would want us to wipe out a whole people to push a narrative. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they would want this higher power wants war. You know what I'm saying? On the planet. I don't think they want us, you know, this higher power wants us going to these jobs every day, working for these corporations, you know what I'm saying, who taking all our energy and shit and keeping us away from our family so much. I don't think this is what this higher power, this being would want. I know it's not. So, you know, I know what the Most High has shown me. I know what the Most High has shown me. You know what I'm saying? And even though I don't per se believe in Jesus, you know what I'm saying? I do believe that there was Christ-like beings that have walked this planet with supernatural abilities, right? I do believe that because I know some today, right? But for one, the J hasn't even been into existence that long. The letter J, right? And these Christ-like beings have existed before the J was even created, right? So that couldn't have been this person's or this person's original name, right? And I definitely believe that there was more than one Christ-like being. If you look in history, if you do your study about religion, right, there are people that have walked this earth, you know what I'm saying? Different names look different because God or the Most High has to use people that you can relate with. So it's not like if you over here in Africa, it's not going to use some Caucasian to, you know, bring you this word. It's God, the Most High is going to use somebody that you can relate with, somebody that you can, you know, talk to, that speaks the same language. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Because let's look at reality. Like if you over in Africa and a guy, come on, y'all not gonna be walking around because for one, it's too damn hot for him. You know what I'm saying? That's one. You in China or Asia or Japan, Most High is not gonna use somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So it's different Christ-like figures that was all over the planet, just depending on the time and place. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all. But yeah, so I think we have to be a little bit more studious, you know what I'm saying, open-minded, and really do some digging. You know what I'm saying? If you seek, you shall find. And me, I just wasn't, my soul, certain things just wasn't sitting right with my soul. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made me really start, you know, asking the Most High for understanding, for wisdom and knowledge, because I can't just trust I can't take people's word at face value and just trust them to give me the truth. I can't. Unless, you know what I'm saying, my intuition is telling me, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, they good people, you know what I'm saying? But even with that, you still want to go back. You still want to go and do your own research, you know what I'm saying? And I'm especially not going to trust a religion that was based on murder and slavery and rape and stealing land and resources and shit like that. Like, I'm just not gonna trust that. That my my antennas is going up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, nah, hold up. Now, first of all, who is over the theology schools? You know what I'm saying? The government, right? And let's just be real. Like, in the past, they have not had our best interests at heart. Come on. And today, I feel like a lot of bullshit is going on behind the scenes with them people. You know what I'm saying? So, how can I put my full trust in them? I think I'd be a damn fool to, right? Yeah, facts. A lot of things are being exposed because right now we're in the time of exposure. We're in the time of revealing, revelation, right? Revelation means to reveal, okay? Uh, so everything is being uncovered, pulling the blankets off their ass, you know what I'm saying? Pulling the sheets back, pulling the mask off. All the things that they tried to hide, you know what I'm saying? What's in the dark will come to the light. We're in that age right now, in the age of knowing, which is the age of Aquarius. Age of Pisces was the age of belief. You see, Aquarius, what's the Aquarius sign? It's somebody with a pitcher of water, right? Pouring into people, pouring out the water. The water is the information. The water is the light. You know what I'm saying? The water is everything that's been hidden. Everything that's been in this container, you know what I'm saying, is being unleashed right now. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. Can y'all keep tapping that screen for me, please? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, what's up, Steps? How you doing? And we're just talking about, organized religion and hoodoo and, how organized religion started, you know what I'm saying, using lies and manipulation and murder and massacre and rape and the stealing of indigenous people's lands and, things of that nature. So I'm just asking, how can we believe in something whose foundation was wicked as fuck? How can we how can we follow a religion whose foundation was wicked and evil and manipulative? The people that came and brought this message, you know what I'm saying? How can we follow that so blindly without digging and looking? I was just telling my testimony how the Most High came and spoke to me when I was fasting someone. I felt it. I felt this on my eyes while I was in a trance-like state in my sleep during the period I was fasting, and a voice spoke to me. I'm just sharing my testimony. This gonna be on my YouTube too. So my information for my YouTube is in the bio, in my bio. Ear.tv, you know what I'm saying? But I was just saying, you know, it's no reason for us to keep following things so blindly, especially in the time right now when you got access at your fingertips. You know, you carrying around a little baby computer in your pocket all day. And I'm not saying everybody, but some of us, we still ain't gonna research nothing. We too busy on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, looking at the BS all day. But what about trying to learn something? That's all I'm saying. Like, let this shit work to your advantage and not make it your disadvantage. Don't let the smartphone be smarter than you. But use it as a tool to make yourself better. To get some knowledge and some information to elevate your mind. Because the battle of the mind is the first battle. If you ain't fighting here first, then you're not gonna win no other wars. Yeah, you gotta use discernment. You know, and you have some of these people that are put up just like some of these pastors, right? You even got some spiritual people that are giving misinformation or leading people in the wrong way too. You know what I'm saying? And I try not to do that. I try my best not to lead people in the wrong direction, you know what I'm saying? And give them some real shit and keep it always above. Like, I'm not gonna be leading people to the fucking slaughter. I'm trying to lead people to the victory. Like, we have enough wolves in sheep clothing going around this motherfucker. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Once your eyes been touched by the Most High, hey, you can't help but see the truth. You know what I'm saying? The rose-colored motherfucking glasses been ripped off my eyes. You know what I'm saying? The scales done been dropped from my eyes. The veil has been lifted. So I'm here to share what I see with everybody else. Now, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I'm just the one that just supplying the water, but if you don't want it, go drink a Coke. I thank y'all for tapping the screen and tuning in with me. Right now, I'm going to just take out the time to answer questions if you have any. You know, little Q&A session, what have you. So it's now open for any questions or anything that y'all might want to add. Anybody's free to get up, in the box, you know what I'm saying, and talk and share, you know what I'm saying, their perspective or whatever. I'm here for it. No problem. No problem, Frankie. It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure, indeed. Indeed. It's what I'm here for. Let some of this smoke out. My lady kill me when she get off work. Like, why it smell like an ashtray in here? My bad, damn. I was just vibing out. Anybody got any questions? Anybody have any like spiritual experiences that they want to share? Anybody have any spiritual gifts that they want to talk about? Well, man, I'm gonna tell you steps. I'm gonna tell you like this. How do we find our truth? Okay. I'm gonna say the best thing to do. Let me turn this back down. Can y'all hear me? It's not too loud, is it? Y'all let me know if it's too loud. We good? Okay. Appreciate it. So, the best thing that I could tell you right now, like as far as finding your truth, you want to really just be open. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people tend to, you know, be so closed-minded that when the truth is given to them with evidence, they still can't see it. Another way I think is to go on a fast. You know what I'm saying? Let your body start to get a break from this food. You know what I'm saying? Like I went on a 2-day fast. I feel like those are the best fasts. Like intermittent fast is okay, but if you want to get some real results, go on a fast for days. You know what I'm saying? Not just like half a day, but all day. Like try to go for 2 days, 3 if you can. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't do it without water, you know, drink you some water, but just take little sips here and there. You know what I'm saying? Just to wet your throat and stay hydrated. But you don't want to just be drinking to try to take up for what you're not eating. You know what I'm saying? Prayer. Do some prayer. Talk to the Most High. Tell the Most High to open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Tell the Most High. Talk to your ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Set you up an altar. You know, trust yourself. Trust your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Trust your intuition that is leading you in the right direction. That's an important part of finding your truth, because you'll second guess yourself, right? We second guess ourselves so much. And me, I just start following my intuition. I'm like, you know, this feels right. You know what I'm saying? You just feel it. You know what I'm saying? You can read energy. You can read people. You know when people lead you astray. You know what I'm saying? You know when somebody's being genuine with you. But to be more clear, that's why I say go on a fast. So your eyes can be open, so your spirit can be stronger than your physical nature. You know what I'm saying? Uh, read some books. You know what I'm saying? On the things that come to your mind, because a lot of the things that I started to find out, it would just drop it. It would just download. You know what I'm saying? Get out in nature, get some sunlight, ground. You know what I'm saying? Put your bare feet on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And trust yourself. Trust your higher self. Okay, I haven't yes, I've been paying attention to the way I feel. Thank you. You're welcome. You're more than welcome. I'm reading the 4 agreements now. Okay. What I was saying, that's what's up. I don't know what that book is, but I'll check it out. What I was saying is, like, a lot of the times when the Most High wanted to show me something, it will come as a thought. You know what I'm saying? And it will be like, you know how sometimes when you just chilling, and sometimes you be smoking weed, you be like thinking about random shit. I was just like, random thoughts would come in my head, right? And I would look it up. Like, for example, I found, y'all know about sun gazing, right? Okay, so it's this man who was teaching about sun gazing. I found him on YouTube. It's a guy, he's like an Indian guy or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Middle Eastern guy, I'm gonna say. And he was teaching about sun gazing. And you know, I was watching him, and you know, he was talking about how, you know, 9 months of sun gazing every day, right? And you will heal yourself physically, spiritually, and mentally. And I was like, signature seasoning and buttery flavor in 9 months, right? So let me ask y'all a question. What else happens in 9 months?
Look good, play good, feel good.
I'll wait. I need somebody to answer me in the chat. What else happens in 9 months? Okay. Birth, right? After you get pregnant. So let me think. Sun gazing. 9 months. Heal yourself. Didn't Jesus say you have to be reborn? But he wasn't talking about physically, was he? Doesn't Jesus represent the sun, the S-U-N, not the S-O-N? Damn, like, I was putting 2 and 2 together, man. So, it makes sense that the Bible was using Jesus to represent the sun, right? And to be reborn. Like, I feel like he was giving us hints and puzzle pieces to put together. But see, we so close-minded in studying one book instead of researching all things, you know, other religions, because Jesus, truth be told, this character that they made, right, was studying all over the world. When he went missing and his parents were looking for him, he was studying religions, meditation. He actually went to the mystery schools in ancient Egypt. This how he could perform all this magic, you know what I'm saying? These spiritual gifts and powers, because he was learned in different religions. When we're talking about meditate, it's actually talking about meditation in the Bible. You know that Jesus mentioned reincarnation in the Bible. But a lot of times, since the preacher or the pastor ain't teaching on that, we don't look at everything that the Bible is talking about because we haven't taken out the time to read it and research it for ourselves. Yeah, just Google it. Reincarnation in the Bible. who was reincarnated in the Bible. It's in there. Y'all tap the screen for me. Thank you. I love y'all. So, like even with the oils, right? Like when he was born, they brought frankincense and myrrh, right? And gold and all these things, right? But we never thought like outside of that, like, dang, frankincense, what is frankincense and myrrh? Until recently, like until, people started awakening. Like before, when we was just in religion, when I was just in religion, I never thought about what frankincense and myrrh was. But now I got frankincense in that's what's coming out of this thing right here, my little mystic. That's frankincense coming out of there, right? We got to start implementing these things in our daily lives. Why did they bring him frankincense and myrrh? You know what I'm saying? Why did that woman use her hair to wipe whatever that was on him to get him ready to be crucified before he was crucified? You know what I'm saying? All these things, even the Bible talks about all the herbs, the seed-yielding herbs are for healing. But see, your pastor didn't teach about healing herbs. They kept, like I was saying earlier, they kept giving us the same remixed messages over and over. That's because the messages that they give, they have to give these same messages, and they can't go outside of these messages because they have taken an oath to only teach this way. That's why the theology schools only teach these messages, because they don't want you to go outside of those messages, because you will start to awaken. But it's right there in your face, hidden in plain sight. That's why they say the elite have to give you the truth, right? So they won't reap anything, so they won't get punished for it. But they giving it to you, but they not giving it to you. They putting it out there, but they not feeding it to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we'll put that over there. Maybe they'll catch it, maybe they won't. You know what I'm saying? Keep it like that, hidden in plain sight. Well, this raises your vibration. This raises, frankincense oil raises your vibration, right? It's a lot of benefits to it, you know. Like, what's this? I got, okay, we're going to talk about the holy priests, right? They wore certain stones on their breastplate to speak to the Most High. But they don't go into detail about these stones. They mention them, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible, but they don't tell you what they do. You got to start looking at all the details, not just what the pastor telling you. Because like I said, they're giving you a watered down version. All these books they've taken out of the Bible, right? They got a thing called, I found out they had a Bible called the Slave Bible. That's a Bible they would give the slaves to keep them in line. They're not giving you the book of Enoch, you know what I'm saying? The book of Mary, you know what I'm saying? The book of Judas Iscariot. They're not giving you all these books because they don't want you to put all the pieces together. And you have to use discernment, logic, and intuition to know what each story, what each book is trying to tell you. Because the pastor telling you is telling you this don't mean that that's all it's telling you. That could be the watered down version. This could be talking about astrology, but they want you to take it literally. You know what I'm saying? You have to use your own spirit and mind. We can't just depend on people. people will let you down every time. You know what I'm saying? People don't always have good intentions. People don't always have your best interest at heart. See, we live in a world where capitalism is how you make your money, right? If you're ignorant to something or you don't know how to do something, we're gonna do it for you and capitalize off your ignorance to make $1. That's how we live right here. You know what I'm saying? So they say ignorance is bliss, right? And true enough, there is a lot of, responsibility behind knowing the truth and having power, right? But the people that are in control, they didn't use their power righteously, and they didn't take on the full responsibility in giving us what we truly needed to flourish. So, it's our responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to get the information for our damn selves. But if y'all don't have any more questions, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna end the live. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes to see if y'all have any more questions or whatever. If y'all would like to share, we can do that. But I've been on for a minute, probably like an hour or something. Like I said, if you didn't catch the whole live, I am gonna put it up on YouTube. The information's in the bio. Y'all can contact me on TikTok, Facebook, same name on Facebook. I do numerology readings, tarot readings, and soon I will be providing products, you know what I'm saying, herbal tinctures and things of that nature when I get my little site up or whatever, which is probably gonna be in a couple of months. I'm gonna say like 3 months, but right now I am offering those services at the moment. So y'all know how to contact me. No problem, no problem. Peace, love, light, and prosperity. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. It's my time. Brother New. Y'all already know what it do. See y'all next time.